So we'll look at quadrilateral C and D right now, and we have to look at their sizes and the angles. And for quadrilateral C, we no longer have 4 equal sizes. Instead, we have 2 pairs of equal opposite sizes. So this is the first pair. So this pair, these 2 sizes, they are opposite to each other, and they are of the same length. And we have the second pair. These 2 sizes, they are opposite to each other, and they are of the same length. So the second pair. So this applies to our quadrilateral D as well. So for quadrilateral C and D, we only have 2 pairs of equal opposite sizes. And both quadrilateral C and D, they have 4 right angles. So for any quadrilaterals that have 2 pairs of equal opposite sizes and 4 right angles, we call them rectangles. So in order for a quadrilateral to be qualified as a square, it needs to have 4 equal sizes and 4 right angles. And for quadrilateral to be qualified as a rectangle, it needs to have 2 pairs of equal opposite sizes and 4 right angles. Here comes the classwork. Look at the 2D shapes below, put a check mark in the circle if it is a square, and put a triangle if it is a rectangle. So I want you to take out a ruler and then measure the sizes of the 2D shapes, and also use the ruler to check if the angle is a right angle or not, instead of just observe the 2D shape. So please pause the video for now and work on question 1 to 4 on your own, and then in 2 seconds I'll show you the answers. So for question number 1 and 3, even though the quadrilateral is tilted, but as long as we can tell that we have 2 pairs of equal opposite sizes, plus the angles inside are right angles, we call this a rectangle. And for question number 3, all 4 sizes are of the same length, plus the angles inside are right angles, so we call this a square. So please turn to page 41, and here comes the part called Go Further. The 6 rectangles below are of the same size. Can you use them to form a square? So right now we have 6 rectangles, and we have 1 pair of opposite sizes of 2 cm long, and then the other pair of opposite sizes of 3 cm long. So this is the hint for you to work on this question, is to look at the length of the sizes of the rectangles. When you are trying to put the rectangles side by side, and also one on top of the other, in order to form a big square. So please pause the video for now and then try to work on this question on your own, and then in 2 seconds I'll show you the answer. So we should put the rectangles together like this, and then when you are considering the length of the sizes, so 2 and 2 here, and we have 3 cm. So it turns out that for all the sizes, they are 6 cm long. So this fulfills the property of a square. with all four sizes of the same length. For today's homework, you need to work on textbook page 33, exercise 4, number 1 to 12. And make sure you do these questions on Math A or Math B or the PDF file, which has the formats of Math A and Math B. So for question 1 to 8, they're just addition and subtraction of 3-digit numbers. And for questions such as number 8, remember do the addition first and then the subtraction, because 200 is actually smaller than 476. And I've worked out the first question for you on the Math A and B format. And remember to underline the answer. For question number 9 to 12, I mainly want to talk about the last two questions. Question 11, there are 172 pink lucky stars in a jar, 172 pink, and there are 55 more blue lucky stars than pink lucky stars. So for blue, we have 55 more than the pink ones. And there are 72 fewer yellow lucky stars than the blue lucky stars. So 72 fewer of the yellow than the blue ones. So in order to find out the number of yellow lucky stars in the jar, we need to add up 172 and 55 and then minus 72 in order to find the number of yellow lucky stars. And for question 12, there are 256 red roses in the garden, 256 red, and there are 124 more red roses than white roses. That means we have 124 fewer white roses. But this time we're asked to find the total number of roses in the garden. So we need to add up the number of red roses and the white roses. So for the number of white roses, it will be 256 minus 124. And in order to find the total number of roses, we also need to add back the number of red roses, which is 256. And I've worked out question number 9 for you on the Math AB paper. And remember to underline the answer in the sentence. So that's it for today. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.